We've come to day 8 of 21 days looking at the secrets of spiritual breakthrough from the prayer life of Daniel. Today we still focus on the spirit of wisdom, and specifically we are praying for judges of the constitutional courts in our nations, that they will be filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they will judge righteously and rightly, and that everyone will be treated fair, receiving the sentences due their deeds, and that they will make sure those sentences are executed without exception. Now, there's a lot to learn from the life of Daniel when it comes to praying for a nation. And although we may have several ideas of what's acceptable before the Lord or not, we will do well to study the prayers of Daniel for the nation of Israel, for his style of prayer released a nation from captivity. He knew how to pray the prayers God wanted to hear for the nation of Israel. So how did he pray? And I want you to read Daniel 9, verse 2 to 4, where it explains exactly what he did. And we will look at these one by one. Number 1, he positioned himself before the Lord. He turned away from everything else. He set his face towards God. He wasn't checking WhatsApp. He wasn't checking emails. He wasn't going to kitchen to fix a sandwich. His heart was set to prayer. Secondly, he decided to fast so that he wouldn't waste time making food when he got home from work. Thirdly, he even dressed in a certain way outwardly to show God how serious he was about this time of prayer for his nation inwardly. He wasn't there shabby. He was there in a way that would be acceptable before God. Number 4, he made requests by prayer and supplications. Now we can do well by studying the deeper meaning of prayer and supplications. He didn't just ramble everything that came to his mind about the nation. He prayed with intent. He prayed informed, filled with understanding from the word, direct prayers, direct supplications, and asking for specific things concerning the exile of Israel at that time. Then he made confessions. He admitted wrongs, not making excuses at all. He spoke honestly, sparing nothing. Next, he reminded God of who God was, his mercies, his loving kindnesses over the generations, all his promises that he made to Moses and Abraham and all those. And lastly, he knew how to ask God to have mercy on him and to answer his prayers. If we learn these 7 steps, we will do well in praying for our own nation. I invite you to study this chapter 9 in this day before you and see how your prayer groups are lining up in prayer for your nation from the book of Daniel. May the Lord bless you.